It's another episode of Steph Infection. Still have a horrendous opening. I'm sorry that there's no whatever. This is a song before this. Hilariously talented actor and comedian Langston Kerman. How the hell are you?
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm excited to be here.
I'm glad you did this.
Yeah.
Sometimes people say yes. I go, really? He said yes. Oh, that's nice.
Is that really a fear that you
I think
like
so.
that people won't come and do it?
I think so, because I want like there's like a lot of funny people I want to do it, and I'm like scared to ask. But
Well, I think you're hilarious, and I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy that
I
you're
would
here.
never doubt it for a second.
Okay, good. Are you on the road a lot right now? Well, you were just on filming something.
No, I'm not. I am on the road a fair amount.
Okay.
I'm like I'm dogging it a little bit, but no, I'm not filming shit. There's a strike happening.
Well, this just happened. It's very fresh. The strike just happened.
And boy, did it not help me get more work.
No. Are you picketing?
I will be. Yeah, I haven't yet, so I'm a coward. But eventually I'll get out there once it's not cool anymore. It's just me.
Just you and someone old.
One 60-year-old man who's like, bring back the reboot of Roseanne again. Make Roseanne the head of it again. It's like, I guess me and him are on the same team.
That's it. You and the Roseanne man. I was saying this earlier. I've never had a writing job, so I'm like, I can't pick it.
You've never been in a room at all?
No.
Whoa.
The only thing I ever did is I'd punch up on porn awards. Very on brand for my comedy. Yeah.
I think that's worth 2 or 3 writing jobs.
I mean,
that's me.
Am I not part of the WGA now? I feel like that is a credit. I feel like, I've never been in a room.
Yeah.
Always wanted to.
I mean, it's
now not.
It's great, and certainly you didn't lose anything in all of this. So congratulations to you.
It's hilarious now that all these like writers who are also stand-ups who now are like coming back like, I need some spots. I'm like, whoa, wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You're taking my spots now? I've been doing spots. This is all I have.
Spots is my thing.
Spots is my thing.
You write the words, I do the spots.
Yeah, I do the actos, you do the typey. It's not how it works.
Yeah, I don't know how long this is gonna go, and certainly don't have many guesses on like the way that this fixes itself.
Yeah.
I don't know. The spots sound good right now.
Yeah, no, of course. I get it. It's also, of course, come back to your spots. Is the road killing you as much as it's killing me? I'm dying.
No, but I think you've stayed on the road for a much longer time than I have.
Because you have a family.
I take big breaks.
Yeah, you have a lovely family that you need to be around, and I have nothing. So
I'll do like 4 weeks in a row, and I'm like, I'm good. I got my taste. Yeah. I got my nip. I can go back and hug my daughter. You know what I mean?
4 weeks isn't. That's good. That's enough time where you're like, I'm done here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll it's like sort of interim road stints, I guess. So I'll like go for a little while, and then I'll take a few breaks, and then I'll go for a little while,
and then come back.
But no, I don't need. That's what I really fear, the burnout.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure that's what you're talking about, of being if I have to do that joke again, I'll end it all. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm really at a point because I'm like, I'm trying to sell a special. It's not anywhere close to that at all. So I'm like, I can't stop doing these jokes in case that they want to see it, and I have to do them and make them tight as hell. But on the road now, I'm like really leaning on crowd work. So I'm like, I can't keep doing this, and like. Even like when I'm like I don't know why this shouldn't matter to me, but like when I'm at a club for the weekend, I'm like the Saturday Late Show. I feel like the staff hates listening to me. I'm like, why do I fucking care about the staff or the people, my openers? They know my fucking jokes. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, it doesn't
like,
matter.
So my head,
none of this means anything.
No, none of it means anything. I feel nuts.
I get massive anxiety about going back to a place that I've been with new joke or with like old jokes.
Yeah,
and sort of because I don't know that I'm touring with like fans as much as I have like a small little pocket of people that sometimes come out, and then a lot of people who have probably never heard of me but like needed a night out on the town.
Yeah.
And so it's like that at least eases my mind that like, all right, well, at least I'm not putting you through the same bullshit. But when I know I'm going back with like the same thing that I had before, that weekend is tough.
Because you're so the problem is the second you get in your fucking head, you're fucked. Like if you go up there, you don't give a shit, and you're like, I'm just here to have fun. But the second, like I watched a couple walk out of me in North Carolina, and they were an old couple, so they took their time.
Sure.
It's like, you're like, oh, and there they still go.
Up
oh yeah. Why was everything out of her purse? Her entire purse was on the table. Then he's putting his coat around her. Not cold enough for a coat. Very hot.
He's upset at your words, but he's still chivalrous about taking care of his lady as they walk out from your show,
holding her back. And I was like, I watched them leave for so long, and I was like commenting on it, but they were old, so I didn't think they could even hear me. So I was just like, it wasn't even. And then people were like weirded out that I was weirded out by it. I was like, well, yeah, 70-year-old people don't find me very funny. It's not. I'm not your clientele, and I'm like. I've had a lot of walkouts recently, so it's upsetting. And then you're in places that are bad, like bad food.
And that's the thing, right? It's like at the end of the day, I'm fine with somebody in one of the coastal elites walking out on me. But you shitheads in the middle of the country, you sit there and you wait. You wait until I finish with whatever I've constructed.
Yes.
This is very fortunate for you that anybody even came to visit this garbage town.
There's nothing else here.
Where are you going?
There's not even a movie theater. There's nowhere else for you to go.
You don't have a Ruby Tuesday. Stop it. Sit there and enjoy what I have.
You can't go to TGI Fridays and get the $5 off mozzarella sticks. Sit down and enjoy it.
Yeah, if anything, you should wait through the show and then you should give me a stern talking to afterwards, because that's the thrill of your evening. You don't have the right to leave me. No, I don't think at all. Shame on you, sir and older madam.
It's definitely an older white man, I'm assuming. In Kansas City, there was a singles club that came out, but they were all like, I think it was like 65 plus.
Yeah.
So they were all like singles mingling, and then they obviously hated me.
Sure.
And then at the end of it, this man was so mad at me. So he's walking down this hallway, and he had his finger like the whole way down the hallway, and I was like doing a meet and greet, and he's like, and I'm like, okay, here comes this chat. So I'm literally have my arm around a photo, taking like a photo of this girl, and he's like, 2 things for you. 1, we love tractors, and 2, we love Trump, and then stormed out. And I was like, and I also made the light. I don't do politics. It was like a very light joke.
I've never known you to be a political.
I'm not at all. I literally say that I don't want Trump to win, but if he does, put a wall around Utah and keep the Mormons in because they're creepy and weird. That's all it is. And that sent him off. He was like, whoa. She said, and then I made one tractor riff, and he was like, she doesn't know what we do here. I was like, this is crazy. That's one tractor riff, and he was like, "Yeah, it was really." Because I'm like, "When do I? You haven't seen me in a while. I do only political humor now."
It also weirds me out because, like, I don't know. You should be appealing to them. You're always talking about dating and
single
and doing the wild shit and single and stuff. That should be for y'all. But
I know.
But just because you add a cuss word or two to it, they're like
more than 2.
Yeah, well, it's pretty vulgar stuff.
It is vulgar. That's a problem. It's a problem. It's a little too vulgar. I listen back to some of my tapes. I'm like, I swear. You don't swear a lot, do you?
I do swear more than people think. I think I come off as a person who doesn't. And I come out saying motherfucker immediately.
I think it's because your voice is like, like sultry kind of.
Oh, thank you.
So it has it has like a lighter air to it. So I feel like when you do swear, it doesn't sound like you say motherfuckers. And I'm like, motherfucker. It's like hard F, hard K. And you're like,
I'm calling people bitches most of the show.
Okay.
I'm a very vulgar man, but apparently nobody's tracking it.
No one is tracking it.
Yeah.
If you're like getting booked on Only Clean shows, you're at Magic Castle every weekend.
It's real disturbing. They're real upset when I leave every time. Like, I don't think I can do anything clean.
No.
What's the best surprise though, watching you?
Yeah. I think that it's part of, if we all have our magic tricks, I think that's part of the magic trick is being like, oh, secretly I'm going to say some pretty horrendous shit.
Yeah.
That everybody thought I was just going to be a cutie pie.
Yeah. And you're like, I'm not. But I come out with a mullet and they're like, this woman's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like they know there's no, I got nothing up my sleeve.
Yeah, she got here in a big rig. We like this.
Yeah, they didn't love it in North Carolina. But yeah, the road, it's fine. I have a couple weeks off, which is nice.
Good for you.
If I had a child, here's a question I have about having a child on social media.
Don't do it.
Do you? And the end of the question. Do you post her?
Yeah. We post her face.
Yes.
I am of the belief that as long as I'm not doing it in an exploitative nature, that I'm not using my kid as a bit as much as just being like, hey, here's my baby, I like her kind of vibe, then it won't necessarily have any major harm. I know a lot of people who opt not to post their kid, and
Yes.
I certainly don't judge it. But for me, it's like, I don't know. I'm not famous enough to have that concern, and I'll feel stupid pretending like I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm always like, because I see the comics that do post it, and some do a very weird thing where they'll post the kid but then put like an emoji over their face.
I don't like that.
That's even weirder. That's so bizarre to me because I'm like, well, then don't post the fucking kid.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's odd. You're seeing the whole kid's body but not the face. Like, it's weirder to do that.
But now you're making me a monster because I'm like, what is that fucking kid's face?
Yeah,
like? I want to see that baby face. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't want to be that.
No.
I don't want to be some pervert searching for baby faces.
Yeah. Then you're like
looking
at the tagged photos. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know what that is like because I don't have a child, but I'm like, I feel like I would post.
Yeah.
And I might actually.
You post your dog's face?
Well, I mean, she's a fucking slob who's here right now.
No,
chewing
she's
a ball.
gorgeous.
She's so fucking cute.
I remember when you first got her and you came to, there was a show in like the mid-city area or like mid-Wilshire area that was like above some like
it's a weird like art gallery kind of thing. Something.
Space,
Yeah.
You had brought her because you just had her and you had nothing else to do with her besides make sure that she wasn't gonna like shit everywhere and destroy your home.
And I recall, I really remember that night because Rob Hayes refused to pet my dog.
Wow.
He hates dogs. Whenever somebody hates dogs like that, I get like a Brent Weinbach. You know Brent Weinbach?
That doesn't surprise me.
Everyone at the show, a golden retriever puppy is the cutest thing in the world.
No,
I look over at Brent and Brent's like this.
She's very cute now, but she was super adorable.
She's a ball of hair. She's so fucking cute.
Yeah.
Brent was like, I don't get it. I don't see it. How do you not see even if you hate animals, a golden retriever is the fucking cutest thing in the world.
Now I will say that a golden retriever for me is not the cutest dog. Now,
What's the cutest dog for
I like
you?
the little flat-faced dogs. I'm a pug man.
A pug puppy.
Yeah, like a British bulldog. Give me a big old mush of mess.
Yeah.
That's only gonna live 8 years.
No.
I like that.
Well, if you want something gross, have you ever opened up like a pug's face or dogs like that? Sometimes if you open up their little folds, it stinks.
Yeah, it's mucus.
Yeah, they don't.
I had a pug for a while. Yeah, Booger Bear, and named her after a line from a Ludacris song where Snoop Dogg he's featuring. He says he's referring to women, and he says, "Who let these motherfucking booger bears out their cage?" And I was like, that's a good name for a dog.
Yeah. What a nice man. What a cool guy. Respects and loves women. Booger Bear is a good name for a pug, though. That's perfect.
Yeah, no, we regularly would have to clean her folds, and this is the worst part that they don't warn you about and never could, is that you have to do something called basically you have to I'm struggling for the words to explain this, but you basically have to drain their anal glands.
Oh yeah, expressing their anus.
Yeah,
Did you do it yourself?
I did. I tried and couldn't bring myself to finish the job, and so I would regularly have to take her to the vet.
Yeah.
But what they don't tell you is how bad it stinks.
Oh, it's bad.
In the days leading up to when the expression needs to happen.
So it's just like swollen and
because
stinked?
it's swelling and that stink is building up, and so like she's like rubbing her ass on the carpet, and it just smells like the worst kind of fish.
And leaving the smear is the smear.
And then sometimes she'll like jump on someone's lap, and now they go home smelling like fucking ass fish.
Ew! Like that is so gross. A little ash fish stain on your fucking pants.
And then you gotta be like, no, it's okay. She's a baby. I don't.
Oh, she's going to get her ass squeezed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fuck. I knew a lot of dogs like that. For some reason, knock on fucking wood, because I'm like, she hasn't had it yet. She's got a. I think because her asshole is so big.
Sure.
That she expresses it. Honest to God, it's the biggest asshole I've ever seen in my entire life in a dog.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't like match her body. It's way too big. So I think it's so big that it just expresses itself.
She's just a Muppet on the bottom. Yeah. I think the larger dogs don't have to deal with that as much. I think it's more of like the toy and small dog problem.
I thought you were gonna say you had to squeeze the mucus out of the nose, and I was getting really upset.
No.
Okay.
Although I probably should have. She wasn't breathing good. It's not like she was nailing it every time she inhaled. So
did you ever think that you'd be like, and then check, and then she'd be breathing again?
That she'd be dead?
Yeah.
No, I think I was in college. I would have made peace.
No!
I slept fine. I wasn't that kind of dog owner. You're an adult.
Okay,
You're like, this is a thing that I'm raising and making whole. And I think I was a boy making bad choices with a dog alongside me.
Yeah. You just had a dog in college? Just you?
Yeah. I again made a weird choice.
That is insane.
I was like, I want a dog. I'm gonna be a dog guy right now, and that's a mistake.
Fuck. Yeah. That's young.
Yeah.
I got a hamster when I went to college.
Really?
Even worse.
I don't know if it's worse, but they're equally bad.
They're equally weird. I was like, I don't know why. I was like, fuck you, mom and dad. And then I got this fucking hamster, had the biggest balls I've ever seen in my entire life. It was disgusting. Because when you get a baby hamster, you don't know what the sex is. They don't know what the gender is until like,
they don't 4 months. Neuter them. They're just like,
and then you can't tell. It's just like the butthole.
Yeah.
So then this hamster had the biggest nuts I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And they'd swell up. And once a month, it would have to like jizz. It had a jizz corner, and it would like put its feet on the back. It was so fucking gross. It would put its feet on the back, like the 2 bars, and it would like plant itself and just come so much.
Oh, it could like come on command?
I mean, it got to the point it was like expressing the anal glands. He had to release the nuts because they would swell up
against whatever the fuck he could.
He wouldn't even rub. He would just put his feet up and then just jizz in the corner.
Focus.
Yeah, and then I'd have a piss corner and a jizz corner. I had to clean. It was disgusting. It was
if I could come from focus, I'd be a more powerful man.
I mean, if your nuts were this big, I don't think you'd have to even think about coming. They would just automatically jizz. It was insane.
Wow.
Like I'm talking like they were half his body.
Fuck.
It was disgusting.
Poor guy.
That was so gross. And he lived so long. 6 years.
6 years?
Way too long for a hamster.
Yeah, you would think something that small would die faster.
And then I'm like, well, I can't. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
I keep it alive.
Right. Fuck.
Big nuts. Maybe the nuts kept him alive.
What'd you do with him? Wait, what did you do with him when like people were you like, and this is my hamster?
Yeah, well, I had roommates, so it's like I had to keep it in my fucking room, and hamsters are nocturnal.
Yeah.
So it fucking in the fucking wheel every night. I'm like, I didn't sleep for 6 years. I don't know why I did this. Such a weird thing to get.
One of my roommates, who remains one of my closest friends, had a bearded dragon when we were in college. And that was one of those like weird antisocial choices. And he was like super single and like, actively being like, well, I want to meet a girl, whatever. And like he had a fucking bearded dragon, and he's now gay and like out. And it's like, oh, that was what that was. Yeah, you were just working through something and didn't know how to articulate it. So you bought a bearded dragon, and
you're like, yeah, you don't like girls. Yeah, okay. Like, you want to be alone.
Yeah. No, I'm looking for love.
Yeah.
Bearded dragon in the corner.
Just staring at me like, what's wrong with me? I can't look at breasts like my friends do. Oh my God. Okay, I want to get into your body stuff.
Yeah.
So you've got issues. Have you had surgeries? Have you had?
I haven't had any major surgeries, but I did. I get cysts. I get cystic. For years, I've had like cystic acne. And at one point would get cysts, ingrown cysts under my armpits, and at multiple occasions have had to go to a doctor to have those like
removed or drained.
Drained, yeah.
Oh, like from an ingrown hair, or it's just something you get.
It truly will be like if I put on too much deodorant. I will get like a swelling to the size of sometimes like damn near a fist.
Wow.
And then have to go to a doctor where there's no like numbing of this situation. They'll just like slice and
pop
and push until like pounds of fucking liquid, volumes of liquid come out of it.
Like clear or like thick?
Oh, it's thick. It's nasty.
Did you watch it?
No, you're in an immense amount of pain. Maybe the most pain I've ever experienced in my life.
Fuck.
So I'm not like holding
down
my
there.
phone and being like, I gotta
live
get
on
eyes
Instagram.
on this.
Yeah.
What's up, Instagram?
That's fucked up. Okay, and how many times have you had that? Like so many that you
I had to do it once in LA, and then for my honeymoon went to South Africa. And on the honeymoon, it had swollen to a point where I needed to go to a South African emergency room where a very talented, very Irish doctor then did it in South Africa, and that was the most painful it had ever been. And she explained to me that I needed to use spray deodorant, that like rub on deodorant just cakes it too much
and it clogs the
pores and causes this to happen. So she said use spray deodorant, and then that's when I started doing that. And then I came back and once again had to do it again in LA. So it's been 3 times. And that South African one was sort of the one that took the cake.
Well, it's also you're on your fucking wedding.
Yeah,
you're trying to join. You got this big floppy fucking cyst.
No, I'm trying to eat a lady out and
she's like, put your arm down, damn it.
She's like, this is real disgusting, and you keep going, ouchie, ouchie.
Okay, wait. So they had to cut it open, and did they have to stitch it up? Was it that big a thing, or did it just kind of closed up? Like
I don't think I had
bandage
to get
on
stitches, but I did have to wear like giant bandages and sort of wrap it every day for a while.
Keep it clean, obviously, and dry and stuff.
Putting a shit ton of iodine on it and weird liquids that are meant to obviously keep it dry and get rid of bacteria, but it also is crazy painful when you start adding those liquids to it.
Well, because that's also, that area is fucking sensitive as hell. Like
extremely,
your armpit is like a very thin skin there, and it's like bizarre.
Yeah, it's real floppy skin. It's like not committed to being on your body that much.
Do they say if you wax or shaved, would that help, or they don't?
I don't know, and frankly, it's not like a thing that I was like, Doc, what if I wax? You know what I mean? Like, that's not like my instinct as much.
You're like, I just need this gone.
Fortunately, the spray-on deodorant, I think, has been. Okay. It's not helping the environment. I'm lucky. Making things worse.
Environment or armpit cysts? I mean, what do you do? You pick your fucking battles here.
I picked.
What the fuck? Nowhere else. So you got the cysts?
Oh, I get them all over my face. I get them in my head, like literally on my scalp, everywhere, kind of thing.
Do you pop those yourself, or those?
I try, but the thing about cystic acne is like it's embedded low enough underneath your skin that like pushing and squeezing doesn't make it go away. Okay. So really, what you end up doing is just making it giant. Like last year. I think it was last year, maybe the year before, I finally went on Accutane, and that solved a lot of problems in my body. But like, truly, they persist even after that in a way that, like, I think is a medical anomaly. Like, it's not. Accutane is the one cure-all that we actually have for acne. So the fact that they somehow still find their way out of this bad boy is like, oh, you got strong ass acne. You're doing it, baby.
Did you get really depressed on Accutane? Because I had 2 friends I did in college that were like off their rocker. Like they're like, we can't do this. Oh,
I was getting better looking and feeling better about myself. Whatever depression was balanced out immediately by looking in the mirror and not looking like a bumpy ghoul. So,
fuck. Did you get made fun of?
Does it get worse in the sun?
The cysts? I don't know. You know what? I haven't done enough self-analysis to know for sure if like maybe there are specific things. I do think some of this is a dietary thing, and that if I did better about like concentrating on like what did you eat today and where did this come from, I might actually be able to find the source of the whole thing. Yeah. But no, it's definitely, I think, dietary above everything else, and maybe stress. Obviously, that
the stress. I think stress is one of the main factors of any body thing you have. If you have a
pretty
tiny
much
thing,
everything,
it just fucking pushes it out even worse.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It truly is. But then it's like, well, how do you get rid of stress? For real, you know? I
don't know.
Yeah.
I literally don't know. I'm taking these stress pills right now.
What are stress pills?
I don't know. I don't know what they are.
Gas station stress?
No. They're from They're from a acupuncture place. So I had a really bad neck thing. I went to acupuncture, and I was like, I break out in hives all the time. So that she's like, maybe there's a link to this. So I take these like stress pills.
Yeah.
It's something like that. Yeah, it's a word that I knew I couldn't pronounce, so I didn't say it. But I was like, stress pills. Stress pills. But I would take that and another pill that's supposed to help with like natural body stuff. And I think it's. I mean, I'm still stressed.
Sure.
Like as people in our profession, how are we not supposed to be stressed?
I don't know.
In LA, I'm stressed every day.
Yeah, I think even the idea of succeeding in this industry is hugely anxiety inducing.
Yes.
Like when you're doing well, you're still chasing a beast that will never be conquered. Like this is it. You're just going to try to fight this monster for the rest of your life. So, no, I don't know. None of my heroes seem happy or healthy.
Which is so fun. Isn't that so sick? It is honestly, this fucking being a comic or being entertainment is the most disgusting thing where like, it doesn't matter what you get.
Yeah.
Immediately. It'll last, my highs will last like maybe 2-3 weeks, and I'm like, fuck. Like when I got the thing on Netflix, when Bill got me on Netflix, I was like, oh my God, this is it. And then like 3 weeks later, I was like, all right, well, now what? Now I have to get something higher and better. And it's like, it's really fucked up to not, we don't celebrate our wins as much as we should, but I don't think we know how.
I also don't think the industry is even moving in a direction that allows for that, right? No. Like if you look at like, and I don't mean this in a negative way at all, but like you have found great success posting clips and shit online. That is a constant chase. You post a clip and it does very well, and rightfully so. You are hilarious, and now tomorrow you got to post a new clip that has to do equally well. And if it doesn't, you you sort of trap that in yourself, and you take that personally, even though it's just an algorithm making a choice for you.
Yeah,
it's all a dangerous sort of like ongoing game that's never gonna get any easier for conquering this shit.
Never.
What you guys are doing right now is part of what makes it easier for you down the long run, though. Just acknowledging it alone instead of from it and
sure.
Like just what you literally just said is probably helping so many other comics right now.
Knowing that it's like. You're not ever gonna post 12 clips in a row. They're gonna be 1 million fucking views. Like it's also, and it's the one thing I'm learning, which is so frustrating. The clips that I do find funny, nothing happens with them.
Yeah.
The one I have going viral right now, I was like, oh, this is just a riff that's not very funny. People are like, it's something so weirdly, specifically relatable that has to hit people.
Yeah,
that's what it is. And I'm like, when I post it, I'm like, oh, this is laugh a lot funny. The crowd's like losing their mind. I'm like, what an intelligent riff I came up with, and then. Nothing. That'll get like 12K. I'm like, my last video got 1 million. What are you fucking doing here?
But then that's also so crazy, right? Because you end up finding yourself in this weird chase where it's like 12,000 people viewed your thing. That's
good.
Insane.
Yeah, like what the fuck do I care?
What a miracle it is that 12,000 people know I exist.
Yes.
And then you sit back and you go, not enough.
Yeah, it's sick.
That doesn't make me happy.
No,
that
it's fucked
won't
up.
make me whole. I'll need 1 million people to know that I exist. And it's like, I think we're fucked, man.
We are fucking screwed. The other night I was at the store. I had such a fun night doing shows, and I was like, oh, I have to go now. I have to go edit a clip before bed. And I was up till because I do all my own clips. I was up till 2:30 in the morning editing my show. Well, someone does the podcast ones. Thank God.
Wow.
2 a.m. just editing the stupid fucking trying to find the right video to post. I'm like, this is so
good for you
insane.
For knowing even how to do that.
No, you train yourself. Okay, back to you. Back to more body things.
Yeah. I do have probably more body things. I can't touch my toes. I don't know how to I'm not a very limber man, and that scares me. I don't know if that's a thing that...
Do you get aches a lot?
I think I live in constant ache.
Okay.
And I think it's reached a point where I'm just sort of like, yeah, that's what a body feels like. And I don't think it has to feel like this.
No, you don't take anything for it? No stress pills?
No, I don't take any stress pills. I am scared of that. I do have like a little bit of a fear that I'm going to get addicted or like...
do something weird.
Yeah. You know, just become weird. My grandfather was a doctor, and he once told me when I was taking a different acne medication that like you can't take it for too long because eventually your body becomes unresponsive to the thing. That like it becomes a placebo after a while. Essentially. And I think I've always taken that to heart of being like, don't take something unless you really need it. And mean it kind of thing. So I'll be a little achy all the time.
And then you're like, that's it? Yeah.
Are you not achy? You're
my back's fucked.
Bro.
Oh, I have to fully stretch before I go on stage now. I'm like, I had this neck thing for like 3 weeks. I'm gonna turn my head. I slept on it weird. Like there was nothing. That was it. I was like, I didn't do anything crazy. And like I started working out with personal trainer Law, who did come to my show last night, who I am trying to have sex with.
Nice.
It's very, I'm just giving you a little backstory here.
I love that.
He I was dying. I did it's like a half-hour workout, and I walked out. And I was like, like you're not, and I was like tired after, like when people are like, I work out and I'm wide awake, I'm done. Like right now, my leg, I have to keep stretching it out because I can feel something in there has moved around.
Sure.
We're too old now. Where things are rearranging.
Are just jiggling in there that didn't use to jiggle.
Tight body.
Just sounds like coins in your leg.
I just have 2 coin purses in the back of my knees. Yeah, no, it's really fucked up. Are you, okay, so you've never had like a this thing? I feel like I'd want to watch that pop, and then I'd immediately be grossed out.
Yeah, it's not, that's the thing. It's not a pop, it's a gushing.
Yeah.
It's like an incision and then a almost slow waterfall, a magma coming out of a volcano kind of like release of just.
Did your wife watch it come out?
She had to watch when I was in South Africa because obviously we weren't comfortable just sending me to an emergency room in a foreign country.
Yeah.
You got it, big man.
Yeah. This rusted knife comes out. You're like, was that at the bottom of the sea? Where did you get that from?
You know what's crazy is they still send me medical bills from South Africa.
You're like, I'm not paying for this.
I'm not. Guys.
Yeah. Whoa. Let's.
I'm not coming back.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you.
Send the international police if you wish, but
we'll not be coming back. Was it a lot?
I don't even think it's that much, but it's in their currency, and so I've never even bothered to do
the math.
Yeah, they're sending me like weird fucking, you know what I mean? Like weird documents that have like my name and a price tag, and I'm like, no, not in America. I'm not paying for that. No.
I pardoned myself from Canada, and they keep sending me like really small amounts that I owe the government. I'm like, this is $34. You're never going to Canada. If you're listening, you're never going to get the $34.
Fuck you, Canada.
Sorry, I don't live there. I don't pay taxes. What's the $34 for? It's fucking stupid. $34. How dare you ask for that?
I had a roommate once, and this was when I was living in Brooklyn, and I, at the time, had 4 roommates. 5 roommates because one of them had a partner who they quite illegally was keeping them in their room, whatever. This is 5 roommates in a 3-bedroom apartment. 2 people are like in a basement splitting a floor with like curtains type shit. Real bad situation, but one dude's thing was, I guess he was paying for the cable or whatever the fuck it was, that the thing is in his name, and then we never liked each other. This wasn't like a bonding situation. It truly was one of those Brooklyn things where they just place 6 different people or 5 different people in the contract and like let them all work it out together.
God.
But he very persistently, after we had like parted ways, would like Venmo me for like, or try to get me to Venmo him for like $8 that I owed him on the fucking cable. And it's like, hey bro, no,
that's not gonna happen.
I'm not. No. And I have the $8, but I'm not giving it to you.
No, you're never gonna get this.
We didn't care for each other, and it's $8. Leave me the fuck alone.
God's sake.
We're not getting square on $8.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's always, I don't you love when you go out for dinner with people and it's like they get really anal with the bill. Like, okay, everybody's gonna owe. I'm like, it's $4. Who cares? Just fucking pay the damn bill.
You didn't have a drink, so what? We're paying tax for the time.
Just split the thing equally.
I left my house.
Yeah, you fucking psychopath. There was I caught a guy. I used to work at a wing restaurant in Toronto, and he like took the whole bill. And he's like, oh, everyone like put money in.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay, I'll just cover the rest, whatever. And everyone added the tip in with their portion. So the bill was like, I remember it was like $220.
Yeah.
And I get the tip was like $5. And I was like, and it was a big party, and I was so fucking good. I was making them all laugh, and I was like, fuck it. And my managers hated when I did this, but I was like, I called them out because I owe now the kitchen, and I owe the bar staff and the bussers.
That's not your tip.
That's not my that's everyone's tip. So I went over, and I am like, I knew he fucking did that purposely. So I outed him. I'm like, hello. I'm like, I just sorry to bother you guys. I'm like, I was just wondering if everything was okay with the service. And they were like, what did he do? And I was like, well, he tipped me $5 on 200. And they were like, are you fucking kidding me, John? We fucking put it. And then I think I was the first one out them. They're like, you always fucking do this. You always cover it. So I'm like, this guy's just been pocketing his friends' fucking money for so long. That's so disgusting. So they would all out on extra whatever. He'd probably put in like, what, $20 for his portion of it. And then take his friend's cash.
So he's just been pocketing
tip money. For Lord knows how long.
Damn.
I know, I called him out.
Damn, he's like a psychopath.
Oh, that's psycho shit.
That's for real crazy.
That's going out with your buddies and doing that. And I was like, thank God I was ballsy as hell.
It's mean and fucked up to not tip. But I don't know that that's psychotic as much as just a symptom of how gross society is. You're a bad person, whatever. But to pocket the tip and be like, no, I am going to get rich off of
my friends,
the meal that I had with my friends. Damn, that dude hurts animals.
Oh yeah, that guy would have like popped the hamster's balls himself.
Yeah, he would have squeezed them off. And been like, watch
I don't want to look at these. Oh no.
Worst story you've ever heard. What's the worst thing you've ever heard? Oh
yeah. Did you? Okay, so one of my favorite questions on this pod is, what's the worst body thing you've ever heard?
The worst body thing I've ever heard?
Yeah, or like seen, or...
I don't know if you remember this, but it was like one of those early viral videos, like E-Bombs World era viral videos, where a dude was weightlifting. You remember this? And he's like squatting big, and he tries to squat up, and his literal like anus explodes through his
leotards.
Yeah, through his leotards. I would say that's the worst. Ever,
it was blue leotards, was it?
I believe correct? So. Yes, or blue anus. I don't remember. Something blue popped out, and
it really fucked me up.
Yeah, I didn't do good with that.
No. That is in fact one that is cemented in my head.
Yeah.
And I was like, so much came out.
It also was like
too much came out.
This was the era before like boomerangs and gifts, but somehow it had been turned into a boomerang. I don't know if you guys
in and out.
Yeah, we're like, and maybe this is just my friends being pieces of shit, but we used to. I'm not gonna remember the name of this website, but we used to go sneak on to each other's like dorm rooms. Right, this is back when people still had desktops in dorm rooms, but like you would sneak into somebody's dorm room, and then you would like type in a website that like they didn't type in, so when they open their thing, this pops up.
Okay.
Usually we did I think the website was meatswing.com or something like that. Or Meatspin, that's right, meatspin.com.
God.
It's just a man with the biggest penis that
Meatspin.
I think you'll enjoy it. I think it's probably still live, but he's just spinning his dick in a big old circle.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and so like you go in and you'd be like, who meatspin.com to me, and we'd all have a laugh. But at some point, I think we had become bored with meatspin.com and had now put the anus exploding through leotards.
I honestly just want to quickly take a peek right now.
You're gonna look.
I'm gonna look at meatspin.com.
Oh, meatspin.com.
I just want to see.
No, take a look.
I mean, now I'm curious because I want to see if maybe this is one that you recognize.
It lives up to its name.
Meatspin.com. I love the way Aaron knew what it was. Oh, well, okay.
Is it still live?
It is, but I'm going to have to show you what I have to look at right now because it's a lot.
Oh, it's not. No, that's different than what it used to be.
It's not just a spin. It's it's sex stuff now.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
No, they went carried away. I would like to say it is a guy. It looks like a lady boy, if that's an appropriate term, getting fucked in the ass, spinning the penis. But there was a condom on the penis going in the butt, so I guess it's safe.
No, it's safe. Yeah, they're not.
That wasn't funny. I thought that was going to be funny, and it really kind of upset me a little bit. I was like,
meatspin.com used to be a wholesome website, and now it's turned into something vile.
Now it's something trashy. So would it just be like regular guys sending in their spinning videos?
No, it used to just be one dude.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
He had the domain.
I don't know that I ever heard the music. I don't think I was ever sticking around long enough to turn my audio up to find out what they were
like,
playing.
let's hear the backdrop of this fucking dick. Wow, that's a fun thing. I never knew cake farts got passed around a lot.
Farts?
You saw cake farts?
No. What? Maybe I did, and I'm just
it's exactly what it is.
Okay.
A woman would bake a cake,
get
up on her counter, and fart on it.
Okay.
So you'd remember it because
I don't remember that.
No, you would because her butthole was very close to the cake, and yeah, and it would fart on it and kind of ripple a little bit. I'm not going to pull that up because I'm haunted now from this last one.
And I'd be curious to hear all of your thoughts on this, but I had an argument with somebody who claimed that 2 girls, 1 cup wasn't real, and I don't know that I believe that. I don't. They claimed that like that wasn't real shit that those gals were consuming and rubbing on each other, and I think a part of me wants to believe it's real just because.
Because of nostalgia?
Yeah, well, just because then if that's not real, then what is anything? You know what I mean? Like maybe.
I was in disbelief when I first saw it. I was like, this can't be real.
Yeah.
This can't be real.
I have a big confession to make. I've never seen two.
I thought you were going to say, I'm
the girl.
I'm the cup.
I'm the girl. I'm the shit. I was the shit. It was real shit. It was real caca. That was me.
It tastes funny.
No, I've never seen. I heard a lot about it.
Yeah.
It was explained to me several times, but I was like, you know what?
That surprises
farts,
me.
gal.
No, and I don't.
It surprises me for doing a podcast that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Odd that I've never seen it.
You don't seem like the type of person, and please, I want to hear if this is true, but you don't seem like the type of person who winces at a disgusting.
Oh, I do.
You do.
Oh, I gag a lot on this podcast. I faint almost sometimes. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Some stuff like blood and eyeball stuff. I can look at poo and pee. But like an opening, that's why I was like, I couldn't watch the pasta thing even in my head. I'd want to.
Yeah.
Like I started getting gross. I don't know. My dad sent me this one fucking video over Instagram where a dog has this. I don't know what it's called. It's like a weird bug thing. It looks and it like implants into dogs' bodies, and when they pop it, it comes out and it's like a fucking giant like slug thing. I don't know. And now that he sent me that, I'm only getting weird dogs. I'm like, I don't want to look at this. Like that, I'm getting kind of like. Something, but they're so fucking big, and they like once they come out, there's like a hole in the dog's body. I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, I once saw a video of worms getting removed, and
out of a body,
out of like a dog's body, and I genuinely thought, and this is my own ignorance, that worms was like a cuter thing than it is, but they are enormous. Like they are very large. They are very active. Like it's not like just a thing attached to your body. They are moving and like fighting for survival at all times. So when they cut this dog open and like pulled the worms out, it's like this big and it is active and moving and it is haunting.
Ew, that big?
Yeah, it's fucking ginormous.
Susan, you better not get a fucking. She has a fucking bump on her nose right now. So a lot of dogs get like. Maybe she has cystic acne. Dogs get like little benign. I know it's benign.
Don't put her on Accutane. She's
too late. It's too late. She has a little bump and it's getting bigger and bigger every day, and it's like a clear lump. And I'm like, look, I have a beautiful golden retriever. I'm not gonna let her walk around with a big fucking wart nose. I'm gonna have to get removed, just for aesthetic reasons alone. Sorry.
Wow.
Is that bad?
I don't know. I don't know.
It is. So people will be commenting, this fucking bitch already bought her dog and now she's fucking. If it's not a lot of money, I think it's like $200.
If it's lowering her self-esteem,
it is. She's not even getting. She has to hump her own bed. Nobody wants to hump her anymore.
Look at her lying there.
No, she purposely put the ball under the thing because she wants someone to go over there and get it. That's what she does. She's fucking annoying.
She's like, this will force somebody to play.
Okay, the anus one was bad. Okay, when you grew up, did your parents ever say anything weird about like body stuff to scare you?
My mom gets keloids, like which is a primarily black thing. But keloids basically means that like when your skin gets cut, it can sometimes like morph into something like almost like a giant scab, but it's not scab. It becomes like fleshy tissue that sort of like will hang on, and so it's just a large additional piece of flesh that grows from where a small cut started. And my mom used to have a keloid under her arm. We're an underarm family.
You really are.
And I remember when she finally got that removed, and it was like, I used to like see her keloid and be like, that was gross.
Does it keep, so does it keep getting bigger then? It keeps growing?
It can, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So you'll see people sometimes that'll have like giant, I knew a dude who had like a giant keloid on his face, where it literally looked like a fist was like attached to his face because he like shaved wrong one day and suddenly became like this. Yeah, there's scars. Is it the same
color as the skin, or is it like darker or lighter?
Sometimes it can be different colors, and sometimes it can be more like it's a scar, but it almost has like a fatty tissue quality to it.
Okay.
So it's not just like a cool scar. It can be like a giant floppy amorphous shaped thing, kind of.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's bad.
Does it hurt too?
I don't know. I've never had one.
Okay.
But I remember my mom had it. I don't think it does hurt, but hurts you emotionally.
Yeah, yeah. Like, especially if you had it on your face. Like if you had it on your armpit, I think you can that's a good hiding spot. But I was like, if you had I did that because I thought I had snot. Whenever you do that, and then someone else like, you know what I mean? They were both like just like coking out.
Now we're all
because I keep. Someone did to me the other day, and they kept doing it, and then I realized they were on coke. But I was like, me and them just went back and forth like 15 minutes. I was like, I don't do coke, but you do. Why am I doing?
I don't do
nose?
coke, and I think that's I have a hard time telling when people are on coke.
Really?
Yeah, I know more people are on coke than I think they are, but I don't know that I easily go like, coke. You're on cocaine. I think I'm just like. Man, he was aggressive today.
Yeah. He was a lot more chipper than normal.
He grabbed my arm a lot.
A lot of arm touching. I get a lot of comments saying that I'm on cocaine on my videos.
Yeah. Are you sober completely?
No, God, no. I'm a drunk, but I'm not. I'm probably buzzed in half the clip for sure. 100%. Yeah. But that's tequila soda stuff. Yeah. No, I don't do. I haven't done cocaine in like 7-8 years.
Never done it.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's the one drug I'm like, I don't recommend it.
I can't do
other drugs, yes.
Yeah, I can't do nose stuff.
No, it goes right to the brain.
I get
it's creepy.
About nose stuff.
No. MDMA.
I'll do
advocate. I was like, I'll do. Yeah.
There are holes in my brain, sister. I get it.
I'm trying to find good Molly. This is probably horrendous to talk about on the podcast, but I'm like trying to find because last time I tried to do it, I tested it for fentanyl and it was positive.
Yeah, I'm.
Yes.
I think I'm real scared now.
I'm terrified
that I won't. And now with the kid, I think I just
you're like
fuck
I'm
around
done.
the same way I used to.
Yeah.
We gave, and I shouldn't say this on a podcast, but we gave away Molly at our wedding. We literally bought like, I think it was like 70 pills of Molly.
That's fun.
And then we were just handing them out to various guests. And to this day, my mother-in-law's best friend who was at the wedding, continues because he had no idea that everybody was on drugs. He'll always be like, man, Langston and Nikki's friends were fun. They were like, that was just a fun group of people. They were all so positive, and I was like, yeah, man.
You're like, we're having the best nights of our life.
Most of the time, yeah.
That's a fun thing to hand out at a wedding.
I think so.
I would love that, especially the people you're forcing. The people that want to do it are doing it.
No,
and then of course the old people are like, "What a fun bunch!"
Yeah, we put my sister. We gave them all to my sister-in-law, and we were just like, give them to whoever wants them.
And you knew they were safe and stuff. That's the issue with.
This was pre-fentanyl scare shit.
Yes, if you are doing drugs, I'm not advocating doing drugs, but if you are doing drugs,
I am.
I am honestly. Molly is so good. Fucking get test strips. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them a lot of places give them away. Get fucking test strips. Test everything you fucking do because fentanyl is not a fucking joke. No. That's why cocaine. I'm like, why are people even doing it? Yeah. It's not a fun drug. You're not fun on it. You're not having intellectual conversations. You're like, so 3 weeks ago, you're a fucking psychopath. You're so bizarre, and it's like, and then you could die. Like the amount of people have died from my high school from fentanyl. I'm like, why are we still doing it?
Yeah, it's too scary now. I don't.
No,
really
it's fucked up. I'm not. Don't do it. It's
mushrooms
bad.
is still cool though.
Oh, mushrooms. Mushrooms are. They're in.
Yeah.
They're in hot. They came in real hot. Speaking of mushrooms, did I mention the last podcast? I think I forgot to mention it. I'm such an insane person, and there's this new.
Are you sponsored by mushrooms?
Well, I want to be sponsored by this company. So I bought this romper. I wear a lot of rompers. That's my look right now. So this Big Bud Press, if you're listening, please sponsor me. Big Bud Press came with this new mushroom romper. It's all little mushrooms all over it. It's so fucking cute.
Yeah.
And they only have it in Palm Springs. And I had no time to go there this week, and they wouldn't mail it to me. So one of my fans, Edward, thank you so much, went and picked it up for me today.
Oh, Edward.
I know. It's so nice. And so he's going to mail it to me. I'm so I'm going to mail him some merch and stuff. I just want to give Edward a shout out because it's so fucking nice of you. What a nice thing to do.
Throw some actual mushrooms in there too. Package up some mushrooms in
some Palm Springs mushrooms. Yeah. And there it is. We have to wrap up. Is somebody coming in next, Aaron?
Yeah, but they're okay.
Okay, we can wake up. It's okay.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. God damn it! I'm gonna fucking rush you out of here. Why am I? Oh yeah. No, I have other questions. Why am I zoning out on my own questions right now?
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. I don't know what the fuck. It's a goddamn Wednesday. So you know whether no other breaks, no bones, no.
I don't know. I've never broken a bone. I used to play basketball in high school, and then somewhat in college. I played. I was a practice player for the women's team at my college.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I support women for real. A lot of people say it. I did it. But
you started the movement. It was you.
I made feminism. Yeah. But I used to get weird hip injuries from being too active constantly, and so I would have to like be 16 years old with like weird like hip wraps on while I'm playing basketball.
Oh shit!
But no, I don't have any like major breaks or anything like that.
Do you think the hip thing will come back later in life that you've had like hip
I'm
stuff?
almost certain of it.
Yeah,
I don't stretch. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do to keep myself alive and virile. I'm truly gonna crumble bad. My fear is I'm gonna end up one of those question mark guys. You know what I mean? One of those guys who's like bent over and looks like a punctuation type shit.
Yeah. I always sit up whenever. Do you ever see those old men who are so hunched over and their head's so low and you're like, and you have to stand up really?
Yeah,
I feel like I have that.
I see them and I just want to crack their backs for them.
Oh, isn't that nice?
I just want to give them a little squeeze. And
do you get massages?
I don't. I don't like it.
No?
No, I get nervous. I feel like I owe the person something. Do you feel the same way?
I don't relate with spas at all.
I get so anxious that like if I don't go, oh yeah, yeah, that's the spot. It's like I'm somehow doing the thing wrong.
Well, I don't think you have to turn into a weird character of I don't know who.
Get in there. Oh God, yeah. Like,
really?
I feel like I owe some kind of kickback.
No. I'll tell you who does give a good rub down. Law at the AHF Fitness. He's been at the end of the sessions.
I gotta try this Law.
He rubs you down nice, and he rubbed my butt yesterday. Well, not with his hands. I got a butt roll. I finally got a butt roll. I've been trying to get the butt roll. He went up a little bit, and I was like, but the problem is I was sweating so bad, and I felt like I had a wet butt, and I was like, I didn't shave my legs at the back, and I was like, he doesn't care.
I've never seen a wet butt that I was like, not for me. I think
no, thank you.
I think if somebody wants to fuck, that the wet ain't the reason they stop.
No, he wants to fuck. Came to my show last night. Excuse me. Missed my set, but he did come to my show. So I was like,
heard you were funny.
I was like, I don't want to fuck him anymore. You gotta see the set first. Because it's like, it's too much.
The funniest way that you could die.
Final question of the pod.
Yeah.
What do you think the funniest way you can die is?
Ooh. The funniest way you can die.
You personally.
Oh, that I could die.
Yes.
Oh man. Oh, the funniest. It's gotta be. God damn it. This is tough. There's gonna be some funny ways to kill me. Oh, well, I'll say this, and maybe this will be a good answer to the thing. My wife and I remain trying to have another child. That is the plan. And I started taking these things called Fertile Aid, which is a fertility aid that I found on Amazon that I highly recommended to a bunch of men.
Okay.
And it was in fact helpful for some people in sort of increasing their fertility.
Okay.
Helpful for me, helpful for another buddy of mine.
Oh, shit.
Truly did fucking work. But then when I went to my dermatologist very recently, who wanted to prescribe something for my feet, I have very fucked up feet. And she wanted me to take a medication that would help to make my toenails look less grotesque.
Okay.
I had to have a blood test in order to get this new medication. And when they checked my blood, they said my liver numbers were like insane. That like it was like 5 times higher than it's supposed to be.
Fuck.
I'm nearly dead type shit. And they were very concerned, and I had to have all kinds of tests and an ultrasound and all this other shit. And then I stopped taking Fertile Aid, and now I'm fine again.
You're doing good.
So I think attempting to take an Amazon supplement and then killing myself so that I could make my life harder with a second child seems like a pretty funny way to die.
That seems I also love the way you're like, no other body things. You just mentioned that you almost died because your liver, and then you have the grossest toenails in the entire world. I'm like, you forgot a couple big ones.
I got fucked up feet. My liver's shit.
But now you're fine. Now you're good. Don't take Fertile Aid. What the fuck this sounds.
Or maybe take it. It truly did help me, and I don't know what's happening inside of my body. It seems to me like the folks at Fertile Aid are not making the batches consistent. It feels like they're just stirring and
big stir stick.
You know, putting a pill and packaging it up and sending it along. Somebody just got a bad batch. There might be fentanyl in my Fertile Aid.
This sounds like a witch's brew. Like a witch with a big wooden spoon is like, take my witch's 3.
Yeah.
It does sound like a gas station, like a boner pill.
It's not a gas station drug.
Okay.
But you do what you can. I went in.
Do what you can.
It took us a year to make the first child, and part of it was because I went and saw a doctor who assured me that while I had enough sperm, their motility, meaning the shape of them, is irregular. And so it made
harder to swim.
I guess they're like swimming sideways or whatever the fuck is wrong with them, and Fertile Aid helped.
Well, and Fertile Aid gets your sperm straight, but your liver
bad cum, bad feet, bad skin, and
bad toenails. Here we go.
Hey, and I'm a bad boy.
Where can everybody find you, Langston? Where online and stuff?
You can follow me at Langston Kerman on Instagram. I got rid of Twitter, unfortunately.
Who cares? Yeah.
I miss it every day.
No, you don't.
I think I do.
Oh, it's so bad.
I miss that type of toxicity, and it really is. It's a certain kind of fun that I'm never going to be able to get back. But I'm also scared of what it means as a human to need that. So I made the choice to
get
move
rid of
beyond it.
Ta-ta. Go see him live. He's fucking hilarious live. Go see him live.
Yeah, you can. When does this come out?
Yeah.
Oh, June-ish. You can see me whenever you see me then. But yeah, follow me on Instagram.
Thanks for doing this. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Send in your fucking body stories. We want to read them. For God's sake, send them in. We love this. Follow my YouTube at Steph Tolev, and bye.